Hi guys, how are you today? I just filmed this whole Fragrance Friday and then noticed I had not started my video. So let's start again. How are you guys? Welcome back to Hanging Out with Lori. If you are new, welcome. I hope you will consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am glad you're here. Today is a beautiful day here. We keep on having overcast skies, so the sun will come out and then the sun will go behind a cloud. So if the color of me changes, that is why. Just please keep that in mind. Today is Fragrance Friday and summer is coming. We just had Memorial Day weekend. Can you believe that already? So summer is quickly approaching. Now it doesn't get overly warm where I live, but it's still summer and I love summer. And so let's go over today's Fragrance Friday. You guys saw by the title what perfume I am going to be talking about, but you might not be as familiar with this perfume. It did come out in 2019, so it is a newer release. It is for sale still. I thought it was just a limited edition, but it's not. It's still for sale on Mugler's website, which I will link down below, as well as either Sephora or Ulta. It's on one of them. I've seen it on one of them. And so I'm glad it's still available because I didn't get to talk about it last year because of the move. And so I'm just excited to talk about Mugler's Angel Croisière. Croissant? Something like that. I didn't take French, guys, so I'm not quite sure. I did listen to, a pronunciation of it, and I'm sure I'm still slaughtering it. So I apologize to all of you, and I especially apologize to those of you who speak French because I know I'm killing it. But first of all, let's appreciate the bottle. Now, if you look at the pictures that Mugler has online, it is white and really like pastel blue and pink and purple. Mine, for some reason, is red and yellow and orange. There is, if from my perspective looking through it, into the sun, I see a little pink, I see a little purple, but that's not coming across, on the camera. So I don't know if as the juice goes down, if the colors will change or not, but I just think this bottle is gorgeous. Look at that. They wanted to design it, of course, after Angel, which is the mama of this baby, but they wanted it to be a little different, a little more fun and vibrant because of the summer vibe that Angel Croissant, something like that. Man, I'm going to quit saying it because I'm killing it. Because of the vibe, the summery vibe that the juice of this beautiful perfume gives. This perfume definitely has the angel DNA running through it. It is strong, it is present, it is not going away, just like every other angel and alien flanker that I have ever talked about. They always have the mama's DNA running through it. You cannot deny which one any of those are. I like that about Mugler. I like that they make sure these flankers literally still smell like the pillar, but different. Let me tell you the notes of Angel Croissant, something. I wish I could say it. Okay, the notes are mango, grapefruit, blackcurrant sorbet, yum, patchouli, and praline. Mugler describes this perfume as an oriental. Other sites describe this as a gourmand. Now, how I view it is it's a hybrid between oriental and gourmand. It definitely has the oriental DNA of angel in there, but it also definitely has a more gourmand leaning to it, and you can tell that by the notes in there. We have praline, we have sorbet, we have mango, we have, what else was it? Grapefruit in there, but we have patchouli that really gives it an oriental vibe. I mean, when you have a strong patchouli presence, to me, I always associate that with a oriental perfume if it's really strong. Of course, you can have patchouli that is really soft that, you know, I might be hesitant to say it's pulling more oriental, but when it's really present, to me, that makes it a really strong candidate for an oriental. This comes out of the gate really juicy, really unctuous, very sweet, syrupy, almost with a lightness to it, but underneath there is like this vanilla, yeah, like a dark vanilla, like a richer vanilla. Think of more like vanilla bean versus vanilla extract, if you want to think of it that way. It's a little richer in its presentation that really grounds that fruity opening. When I first smelled this, I was like, I'm not sure. And then the second time I wore it, I'm like, this is more like Viva La Juicy and Angel were layered together. And that's exactly what it smells like. You know how Viva La Juicy is just really strong and juicy and in your face happiness, juicy happiness, fruity happiness. That's what this is. It comes out of the gate very vibrant, and it keeps that juiciness throughout most of the perfume, which, I would say the only other fruity based perfume that I have ever really noticed a strong juicy presence throughout is Viva La Juicy. Now, we have that patchouli, we have that vanilla, we have that kind of, it's an earthiness to it. Almost nutty, maybe? I guess that's a funny way to describe it. That just keeps it grounded throughout the perfume. And so it gives it a fuller body that Viva La Juicy just doesn't have. I think mixing that patchouli in there just gave Angel Croisière, I need to quit saying it, really gives it a depth that Viva La Juicy just totally misses the mark on, because it doesn't have the leg to hold it throughout its composition. You start to lose Viva La Juicy rather quickly, where this really juicy, unctuous fragrance lasts longer on the skin. Viva La Juicy, it's usually gone within 2, definitely 3 hours. This one, it does not last as long as its mama. I will honestly say its longevity is nothing like Angel. Angel just wears beautifully, wears long. This one's longevity isn't as long. However, its longevity is still there. I give it 4 to 5 is really pushing it, but definitely 4.5 hours. It performs beautifully, and it is a stronger scent throughout. So its projection is really loud at the beginning because of all that fruitiness. That fruitiness is still there, and it is intermixing with the base more, but it is still a louder perfume. It definitely has a reach to it. Does it have mango? Did I say it has mango? I can't remember the notes that I said it had. Yes, it does have mango, because that's what I really smell, a really juicy, earthy fruit. So it's just kind of creamy yet sweet. That's what it smells like. And so it's able to project that, give more of a, I want to say throw, like a candle does. It definitely reaches out further than if it was just definitely a citrus note, because citrus notes don't last as long. But if it wasn't such a grounded, meaty, juicy fruit, I don't think it would last as long. But you can still smell that sweetness in the dry down. Yes, the patchouli, and I guess it's the pralines that throw off, that vanilla type vibe that I get. They really pull it in, ground it, definitely warm it up more. And that's really what gives it its longer life, is those darker scents that really pull it in, versus if it was just a gourmand base, those don't always last as long. They just don't have the hold to keep it in as long. But this one definitely does, with that mixture of patchouli. I'm not a patchouli fan, you guys know that, but this patchouli isn't a dirty, musty, earthy, heavy presence, dirty being the key word. It's a softer patchouli, so it isn't overpowering, where sometimes patchouli just really overpowers a scent, and those are the ones I don't like. But this one is really nice. It's well-rounded. It's a smoother type of patchouli. It's soft, yet it wears throughout and really warms up the fragrance. So I really like Angel Croisière, something like that. I wish I could say it, guys. But this retails, I think, 1.7 fluid ounces, or a 50 ml, retails for $84 on Mugler's website. And I will tell you, it is worth every penny. I blind bought this. I will be honest, it was the beautiful bottle that pulled me in. The different colors of, color facets of this bottle really pulled me in. But at that time, I was also trying a lot of different flankers from Mugler, and so I wanted to try this one as well, and it was worth it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Perfect for the summer. It wears beautifully because of that bright juiciness. It can stand the heat, but those warm grounding notes also hold it in place so it doesn't just go off in the heat of the day. It isn't cloying in any way unless you overspray. It can be cloying if you overspray. I say 4 at the most. Definitely not over that, because it can be cloying if you spray too much, but it is such a beautiful scent. I think it only comes in a 50 ml as well, but it's worth every single penny. Like I said, I will have the links down below for this, but if you can, try it. If you see it in a store. I have never seen it in a store, but if you do, try it. If you like fruity scents, you would love this. If you like Viva La Juicy, you would love this. If you like Angel, you would love this. If you think the mash of the two just really doesn't jive, it does. Oddly enough, it really plays well with one another. So I'm glad that this has the Angel DNA in it, because it makes it not just a teenage scent. It's definitely a more mature fragrance that, you know, can be reached by more of the masses than, say, Viva La Juicy. Some people don't like Viva La Juicy because it has more of a juvenile scent to it. There's nothing juvenile about this fragrance, let me tell you. It is all woman in this bottle, but a fun, fruity filled bowl of all woman. So that is it for this Fragrance Friday. Make sure you check out the links below if you are interested in this fragrance. You guys, if you have any recommendations for perfumes that you would like me to review, please leave them in the comments below so I can do that for you. I will be having a review come up soon, probably within the next 2 weeks, soon is what I'm saying, of a perfume line. It was recommended that I talk about the whole line, and so I have as many as I could get, and so I will be talking about that within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And then after that, it should be about a month before I have another request of a perfume that we have a pillar and a flanker. So yeah, look for those. Other than those two, I don't really have anything planned. So if you have ones that you want me to review, leave it in the comments. And if I don't own it, I will do my best to get it, to review it for you, and just give you my thoughts on it. So that is it for Fragrance Friday. I hope you have enjoyed me slaughtering this beautiful French named perfume. But if you like fruity perfumes, go check this out. It's an amazing, amazing scent. Perfect for summer. You guys take good care. Be safe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.